Have you ever found yourself talking to a younger woman, and you just weren't sure if she was actually interested or just being friendly? For many older men, this is the biggest challenge when it comes to age gap relationships. Younger women often drop subtle signs, but most men completely miss them. And the truth is, if you miss the window, she quickly loses interest and moves on. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to tell when a younger woman is waiting for you to make a move. These are psychological cues and body language signals that most men overlook. But once you recognize them, you'll never be confused again. The first thing you need to understand is this. Younger women rarely make the first direct move. Instead, they create opportunities for you. They might place themselves in your path, start unnecessary small talk, or ask you for advice on something simple just to spark a conversation. This is her way of signaling, "I'm opening the door. Are you confident enough to walk through it?" If you don't recognize these small openings, she assumes you're not interested. Now let's talk about eye contact. If a younger woman is interested, she won't just look at you once and glance away. She will maintain eye contact a little longer than normal, and often pair it with a subtle smile. This is her way of encouraging you without saying a single word. Many older men misinterpret this as politeness, but in reality, it's one of the strongest attraction signals a woman can give. Another powerful sign is when she asks personal questions. Most women keep conversations light and polite when they're not interested. But if she starts asking about your life, your experiences, your perspective on relationships, or even your past, that's her way of pulling you into a deeper connection. Younger women are especially drawn to older men who show wisdom, stability, and confidence. So if she's curious about your story, it's not just small talk, it's attraction. Now, let's address body language. A younger woman who is waiting for you to make a move will often lean in when you speak, play with her hair, or mirror your movements. These are subconscious signals. She may also find small excuses to touch your arm or shoulder during conversation. This is her testing if you're receptive and confident enough to respond. Here's a subtle but important clue. She makes herself available. Maybe she lingers around after work, stays online just a bit longer when chatting with you, or even mentions that she doesn't have plans this weekend. She's giving you a clear opening to suggest something. If you hesitate or ignore it, she'll assume you're not interested and she'll quickly move on to someone else who pays attention. Now, a lot of older men worry. What if I misread the signals? What if she's just being nice? That's a valid concern. Here's the key difference. Friendliness is neutral, attraction is intentional. If she's just being nice, her behavior will be casual and short-lived. But if she's interested, she will repeat these signals consistently. The smiles, the eye contact, the personal questions, the availability, they won't just happen once, they'll happen again and again. That repetition is your confirmation. But remember, confidence is everything. Younger women are naturally drawn to older men who carry themselves with calm, grounded energy. If you're nervous, apologetic, or hesitant, she will lose interest. But if you recognize the signals and respond with quiet confidence, you instantly separate yourself from younger guys who don't know what they're doing. So how do you make your move? Keep it simple. You don't need flashy lines or over-the-top gestures. Start with something low pressure, like suggesting coffee, a walk, or a casual lunch. The goal is not to impress her with extravagance, but to show her that you are decisive and interested. A younger woman who has been signaling attraction will actually feel relieved when you take the lead. It confirms her instincts and deepens her respect for you. Let's wrap this up. Age gap relationships are not about manipulation or pretending to be someone you're not. They're about recognizing genuine attraction and having the confidence to act on it. Younger women admire older men who are calm, self-assured, and attentive. So the next time you're with a younger woman, pay attention to her signals, repeated eye contact, personal questions, leaning in, subtle touches, and making herself available. These are her ways of saying, "I'm waiting for you." And if you respond with confidence, you'll unlock the kind of connection most men only dream about.